Uh, Okay, alrighty. I just want you to imagine how inconvenient that is going to be. What about your wedding? If you even have one, you burping kisser, you. Love to all and welcome everybody. My name is BLacKHaLLoW and this is Would You Rather. Thanks for supporting the series, you guys. Every time I upload an episode, I'm like, is this going to be the last one? Is this going to be the one where people don't reply to the questions and where they don't have... No, but you guys are still doing it. You're still having fun. Yeah, out of all my favorite YouTubers, big and small, I have done more episodes on this series than anybody else. So as long as they keep pumping out the questions, I'm going to keep answering them. So here we go. If you were an evil mastermind, would you rather have your lair be underwater or have your lair be in the side of a cliff? I would definitely want an underwater lair. And here's my prospect on that. You have to have an escape tunnel, one way or another. If you're on the side of a cliff and some crap goes down, then you're kind of cornered, you know. Underwater, they could never know where the escape tunnel is, and you have to have that access for air, so it's going to be there no matter what. And the side of a cliff, you could see it, you know, underwater, man. I'm sorry, have you guys ever built an underwater base in Minecraft? Alrighty, good. That's a good thing. I imagine some people would want to be like in a volcano, Austin Powers style, or like on the side of a cliff. But underwater, no, way more practical, way more hidden. Would you rather be famous on Tumblr or be Would you rather be able to run 40 miles per hour or own a car? I already own a car. But I will say that if I was able to run 40 miles an hour, that would likely mean that all of my back problems are gone, and I would be able to outrun my dogs. So I'd rather be able to run 40 miles an hour, because I already own a car, and I don't have to get rid of the car that I own right now. It's a really nice car. It's a Dodge Magnum. That's right. Yeah. Honestly, I'd just love to run with my dogs and drain them of all their energy before I run out of energy myself. Would you rather get gas every time you were around the sex you were attracted to, or burp after every time you kiss? We already hold in our farts around the opposite sex. We already hold them in, guys. It already happens. Burp after every time you kiss. Are you... okay, alrighty. I just want you to imagine how inconvenient that is going to be. What about your wedding? If you even have one, you burping kisser, you. Would you rather have to drive a pink moped for the next 2 years or wrestle an alligator one time? What if you spelled it right? What is it with people and not spelling things right on this site? Like, I skip so many questions that have grammatical errors. I've had like 5 today. Okay, alrighty. I think, I'm gonna rock the moped, man. I'm gonna rock the fucking moped. Who wants to wrestle an alligator? That may be the last time, that may be the last one time in your life, like for anything. So, yeah, I'll drive a pink moped for 2 years. I'll save on gas, and, I walk with my dogs everywhere anyway. Like, I walk. I'm a walker. I like to walk. I just let the thing sit in the driveway. Would you rather cut off each individual toe with a knife or pull out each tooth with pliers? Oh, man. Whoa. Neither. Or. I'll pick the minimum. I can't click on it. It won't let me click on it. Okay. I don't know if any of you have ever had a toothache before. Alrighty? But if you have, then you have most likely felt the desire to pull out your tooth. Like, that's, in my opinion, an innate human response to having terrible tooth pain, is wanting and having the actual desire and ability, if you took it that far, to take your tooth out. You know, if you go back to, even before our sugar diet, we had great enamel on our teeth. But still, something were to happen where you'd fracture a tooth or something like that, your adrenaline would allow you to do that. This, cutting off each individual toe, your balance would be thrown off, your all kinds of stuff. Now, I don't want to do either of these things. Don't get me wrong. I do not want to do either of these things. But with a knife, it's going to be the same knife. You're not going to get to sharpen it. For me, I'd rather pull out each tooth with a pair of pliers. And I'm already missing one of my molars, so who gives a... Oh my god, you guys would want to cut through bone and nerves, and at least with your teeth, at least it's like, at least if you get the right angle, it doesn't hurt that much. I mean, it's gonna hurt later, don't get me wrong. Like, you're gonna have a mouthful of blood, but still... I guess the aesthetic would be part of it too. Everybody would see you without teeth. Alrighty, next question. That one's morbid, man. Would you rather jump forward 10 years of your life or go back 10 years of your life. I wonder what would happen if you jump forward. Would you miss things? We're going to assume that it's going to be like Click, and you're going to go on autopilot. You know, when Adam Sandler, sorry, spoilers, when Adam Sandler goes and just kind of fast forwards through time, and he's just kind of nonchalant about everything, doesn't really give a shit. We're just going to assume that that's going to be the case. If you go back 10 years, do you know what the next 10 years hold? For me, in the last Would You Rather, I talked about getting another chance. So this would stand to reason that going back 10 years of my life would be my preferable option. I've lived through a lot of heavy stuff in the last decade. A lot of heavy stuff. I don't know how much I would want to relive that, but I do know the things that I would do differently with those things in mind, and I wouldn't have a problem going through them again. So I think that I would choose that. Yeah, we're going to go back 10 years. I'm interested to know. This isn't the last question, obviously, but would you guys rather jump forward 10 years or go back 10 years? This would probably be something that younger people are probably more, someone who wants to grow up a little bit quicker, or someone that's just in a tough spot right now and just wants to, bounce past it. For me, though, I would, I already know a few things I would do differently. Absolutely. Not regrets, just things I would change if I had another chance. Would you rather watch Lost or watch The Office? I never got into either of those two shows. My mom loves Lost. I got a lot of friends that love The Office. I've always been more of I love Breaking Bad. I love House. I love Rescue Me. What else did I like? House of Cards. Orange is the New Black. Those are the series that I like. I like things that are edgy, that are raw, that accurately, obviously aside from The Walking Dead, but accurately represent things in a realistic sense. Like they don't play on satire or what are the words? They're not over the top about anything. Like Lost, yeah, the plane crash could happen. Yeah, but the other things probably not so much. The Office, that's a funny fucking show. I just never got into it. So probably between the two, watch The Office. Let me know down below. What do you guys like between those two? And what are your favorite shows? I'd love to find some new shows to watch in my spare time, which I don't have anymore at all, period. I have no free time anymore. Both are made very public. Would you rather sue a charity organization and win, or sue a corrupt organization and lose? Okay, I see what they're saying there. They kind of threw me off at the beginning. I think if you're suing something, you have a legitimate reason, right? And both are going to be made very public. So if you sue a charitous organization, something that does charity, then you obviously have found them of some wrongdoing, some fraud. Maybe they're keeping the funds, and you're going to win. So maybe those funds, get to be released to the correct organizations to do good with it. And you get to bring justice to people who have done wrong. If you sue a corrupt organization and you lose, it's still being made very public. So that's going to do one of two things. That's either going to motivate people to be like, no, we need to appeal and we need to, stand up to whatever wrong is happening. Or two, it's going to create a something of a situation where through operant conditioning, you're going to learn that if you try to take on a big corrupt organization, you're going to lose. So for me, as fucked up as this sounds, I would rather sue a charity and win. That is a crazy split on that one. I like it when I see them split like that. But I just feel like, it's going to be up to you to do the appeals. The corrupt organization probably has tons of lawyers. I would rather know that I'm going to get away with doing good than get away with breaking even in the end. So, and plus you're probably going to lose a fuck ton of money on this option anyway. So yeah, that's a thing too. Would you rather have an average house in the middle of a city or have a mansion miles away from civilization? I've answered stuff like this before. I don't need the mansion, but I'd love to live in the country. Always been a gimme a land kind of guy. Would you rather always tell the truth or always lie? I think people would catch on to this one, and then they would just know. And you would learn to keep your mouth shut. They would know, okay, I probably shouldn't ask him this because I'm going to get a straightforward, non-sugar-coated, truthful answer. If you're always lying, the truth could be anything. But if you're always telling the truth, then they can just be selective about when they talk to you. So I would always tell the truth. Alrighty, yeah. 20% of you guys, I don't know why you would want to always lie. You would lose all of your friends, all your relationships. You'd lose everything. And nobody would ever know what you really meant. If you could be embarrassed in one way, would you rather have your dad tell everyone about your potty training with pics? Or pics or it didn't happen? Or have your mom show your naked baby pictures to strangers? My mom already did that. My mom has already done that many times. Many times. That is why the photo albums are now in my room. And I don't live with my mom. Would you rather play a game of Quidditch? Oh, hell yeah. Play a game. Or take a field trip with Miss Frizzle. Dude, Harry Potter or the Magic School Bus? How the fuck am I supposed to choose between those two? Alrighty. Well, I used to always love the world of Harry Potter. And one of my favorite games as a kid on the PlayStation 2 was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And the PlayStation version versus the Xbox and the PC version actually had way more areas that you could explore and tons of other stuff, including playing Quidditch and flying around the grounds on a Nimbus 2001 or 2000 or whatever the broom was that he had back then. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot, but I feel like I've lived vicariously through playing a game of Quidditch on doing that. And also, I don't want Lockhart to turn my arm into a big old tube of jelly. So we are going to we're going to go with taking a field trip with Miss Frizzle, because I had a feeling that it was going to be a little bit split, because this is more from probably, I want to say, like 3 to 4 years before Quidditch. The Magic School Bus was a popular cartoon after, I want to say, like, what was it, like 2003, 2004 on Saturday mornings, but I don't know how many people actually watched it versus the original. So, yeah, that's not surprising that split is there. But you guys, if you ain't seen this and you're a young kid, like, watch this show. Watch this show. And why are you watching my stuff? I say fuck all the time. Why are you watching my stuff if you're a young kid? If you were a dog, would you rather be a stray on the street or have bad owners? I would rather be a stray on the street, because instincts overpower everything. Sorry about the pause on that one, guys. That just really made me think for a second. I wanna pose a thought to you guys that might give you pause. When a mama dog and a daddy dog love each other very much, when they have puppies and there is no humans involved, the dogs raise perfect puppies every time, every single time. When humans get involved, that's when you have problem dogs. It's never bad dogs. It's always bad owners that have instilled bad habits in their dogs by doing certain things over and over and over again. That being said, I encourage you guys to go on YouTube. Oh, would you look at that? You're already on YouTube. And look up some dog training tips. If you have a dog, spend some time with your dog. Burn their energy, and then motivate them with some food and work on some tricks. Do it in that order. After they accomplish a trick, give them some affection. I swear, give it a week, you'll have a completely different dog. Bad owners, ooh, they hit a nerve with me, man. They hit a nerve with me. I've got 4 shepherds, and I make it work. Anybody can make it work with a dog. You just have to have the determination, the drive, the willpower, and the fucking internet. Would you rather be unable to experience sadness or be unable to experience anger? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. And they even color coordinated them, blue and red. You know, I feel like anger, wrath, fury, I feel like that motivates me a lot. Somebody makes me angry, it makes me want to swing harder, it makes me want to work harder, it makes me want to run faster, it makes me want to, I fuel it. And I don't know if I do it in the most healthy way or not. I don't know what the healthy way to do that would be, but I do it nonetheless. If somebody were to ever put me down about my music, that would just make my next performance that much more involved, intense, whatever word you wanna say. It motivated me to be more in the moment. I feel like sadness is a bit of a weight. Anger can be a weight, but it can also be a fuel. And I'm not one of those people that takes sadness as fuel. I'm one of those people that definitely gets weighed down and buried by it. It's a way that I've been my whole life. So for productivity and for productivity rather, and all other things concerned, I would be unable to experience sadness. And it doesn't surprise me that a few more people pick that than anger. I feel like those are the two emotions that can really consume you. And that's a good way to put it. Because they can consume you in a good way, in a bad way, in a damaging way, in a motivational way. Some people do find motivation from sadness, and those are likely the people that clicked on this side. But I don't know. For me, sadness is a bit of a weight. It's also a feeling of helplessness. And that's something that I don't think anybody likes to feel, no matter what. I think that that's one where we'd see like a 90-10 split, you know, on that choice. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to leave it off on this one. This was a little deeper two questions to leave it off on with the dog and the and this one right here. But I would love to know your opinions on whether you would rather be unable to experience sadness or experience anger. Again, anger motivates me. That's the thing that I tap into when I really need to dig deep, and that's when the action music starts kicking in my head. So I need that one. It's always been a part of me to some extent. You go watch my Happy Wheels videos and you'll hear it. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for the support of this series again. Really appreciate it. If you do want me to keep it going, leave a like, leave a comment down below, participate in the questions. Let's have a good time. This might be one channel on YouTube that has a long-running Would You Rather series. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Maybe I should do it drunk one day, too. That'd be fun, too. Anyway, that's another topic for another day. So, friends, if you enjoy what you see, and only if, leave a little love in the comment section or leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of Would You Rather and whatever the hell comes next. And as usual, enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you guys again.